excited. To see community come together, and that was our whole purpose. The only way we're going to change our community is to come together as a community. Amen. No matter how you look, how much you make, or whatever you do, we are in this together. So this is not a formal meeting. This was just a gathering of a family. That's what we all are, a family. And Officer Burke is here. He has joined our family. We usually have Officer Wolf, but he's taking a place.
Sorry.
Go ahead. So if you have any questions, you can use this time to ask him questions before he leaves.
Just don't beat him up.
Don't beat him up.
I mean, I don't think you need to even try.
I must admit, I know I'm on Facebook Live, man.
No, you're not on Facebook Live.
We give our officer some tough questions, but we're gonna be nice to our friend today. He's not our regular. He's not used to us.
Hey, Officer Morph has like a kidney infection or something, so he's taking the day off. So, is there anybody have any questions or concerns that I can try to address or answer for you?
Can you fix tickets?
And I'm not trying to be racist, but I stay with my sister, and she's over in Northwest Knoxville. Meadowview is Meadowview Racetrack. That's where I live, okay? They come through there sometimes going 60 miles an hour. I know one day there was a cop, he was sitting like right across the street from my mom, and I'm like, if you want to do anything, go back. That way they can't see you. But I want to know why we get the little bitty strips, you know, for a speed bump. And then over in Northwest Knoxville, they have a speed bump. Why can't we get a speed bump?
That would be something for the codes or city council or something. That's the police department. We don't put those out. So if you have, if you would like a bigger speed bump, I'd urge you to go that route.
Okay.
That's nothing we can no say or control.
Call Fitzgerald in MPC.
Fitzgerald.
Ask for Mr. Fitzgerald.
It's something that has to go through.
Yeah, actually, they're getting ready to, cause we had talked about this in the neighborhood advisory council board that I'm serving on now. Back when Haslam was mayor, they started, that speed bump control program. It kind of went away due to budget, the issues with the budget, but they're in the process now under Mayor O'Hara's administration and adopting that program back, and they're going to start taking applications. The last that I talked real soon and everything, so I will follow up on that for you, Silver.
Okay.
And call you and let you know, because I know once they take the applications, you fill that application up, there's a traffic study going to have to be done, so there's certain protocols that have to happen. And then if it is determined that that area is in dire need of it, then your area will be one of the most selected ones to get it.
I think what the issue is what the one club owner had said to me is that if you go down into the old city, there's always a police presence. If you go to West Knoxville, there's always a police presence. I tell you what, and I do agree with them, just the appearance, just being able to see a police vehicle outside makes a person think before they start some stuff.
Of course, yeah.
And so I guess what we're requesting is maybe we could get, because certain clubs are open on these particular nights. If we could get police presence in those areas, and hopefully that will prevent, prevent some of the drama that takes place outside of the clubs.
So the thing with the different clubs, obviously all over the city, at any given time, a squad that's working at night, so you have like a night shift that works, you have an evening shift, which I'm on now. We go home at 1 o'clock and then the night shift is out. So you have about 12 to 13 officers that are out covering, East Knoxville for that time. If calls aren't holding, then we can get over those clubs. But unfortunately, if we get a call, obviously we have to go to that, which pulls us away from, doing that preventative maintenance, as we call it, and stopping those things from happening. So, I'll talk to Officer Borif and let him know. And one thing too that is always an option, if we can talk to some of these club owners, and I know most of them aren't going to be okay with this, but if they hire security, they can go through the department and request that an officer or the job posting be posted for that specific club, that specific night for a certain amount of hours. And if they're willing to pay, whatever the city rate is, then an officer signs up for that, and he does nothing but sit at that club from the hours that the club says, from let's say 11 o'clock to 3 in the morning, whatever it is they have to close down. And that's all he does is sit out there in his marked police car in his uniform. But at that, the problem with that is you have to have the club owners be willing to pay that.
I think I heard right. You said there's always an undercover sitting out.
99.9% of the time, it's not. It depends on what club.
Hey! This is good information to get out, because a lot of times they act crazy because they think there's no police around.
Right.
You know?
And that's what the club owner brought to my attention, and because he says when the drama starts, there's hundreds of police that shows up on the scene, and it was like, why couldn't they, one or two, have been out there at that time and to prevent something like that? I mean, it probably will still happen, I don't know, but that police presence there is going to make a person think. I don't care how angry they are.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Totally.
How angry they are if they see a police officer there, they're going to think twice about getting something started.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's one of those things that depends on the number of officers that are working, the amount of calls that we're trying to answer. It's always been that way for as long as I know of, that we identify everyone in the car. Now, I'm not going to say, if an officer stops you for a minor violation, you've got however many people in your car, I can't say for sure that he's going to identify everybody, but we are required to do that. So that's, if I do ask for the passengers and the backseat passengers and all that, then that's why.